While the end of June and July is a sad time for some because it means going back to school, it also means local produce is in peak growing season. The Knox County Chamber is here to tell us about their annual festival celebrating our community and delicious harvests. Joining me today are Michelle Smith and Jackson Hunt. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so it is the end of the summer, kind of, seems like it already, and that means Watermelon Festival, right?
Watermelon Festival,
so what all you guys got planned?
We have the usuals planned, the usual lineup. So the dates are August 7th and 8th this year. So Friday night we'll start with our vendors. We'll have all kinds of food vendors and craft vendors and a band. We have the Fun Duns coming to play for us Friday night. The time, it'll start at 5 p.m. And go till 9.
Yep. And where is that?
Patrick Henry Square.
Yeah, and then the next morning, Saturday the 8th, is the run, right? Mm-hmm. That's usually what starts off, and what time is that?
That starts at 8 a.m., and I'll let Jackson talk about that because that's sort of his project.
Yeah. So we're going to do the color run again this year, and that's going to kick off from the start of the Riverwalk at 8 a.m., and then we'll also end at the Riverwalk, so it'll be a full loop.
Okay, and it's a 5K?
Yep.
Okay, and can people still register for that? What's the registration deadline?
Yep, the registration deadline is going to be August 5th, so you can register all the way up until then online to secure a t-shirt, and then we will also have registration the day of. You just won't be able to get a t-shirt with you then.
Okay, and explain if someone's watching and they've never been to a color run before. What is that?
Yes, so we will have volunteers stationed along the route, and they will be throwing color powder at you. So our shirts this year are going to be white, so everyone's going to be decorated in all different colors by the time that they're done with the run.
That's very fun. And then all day Saturday is events, right? We've got, I know the usuals are the stage is usually set up and there's stuff going on in the Miss Watermelon, and tell me all about the whole day's events.
Mm-hmm. So after the color run, we will start with the day's events, and the babies and toddler pageant will start at 10 a.m. And then we will have the watermelon toss. And there's I'm sorry, it's my first one. So.
We'll also do seed spitting contests. Yeah. So each of those contests will kind of be sprinkled throughout the day with the pageants also going on. So if you have somebody in a pageant, you could go watch a pageant and then also participate in contests. They will never overlap, but they will be sprinkled like throughout the day, mixing together.
Yeah.
Okay, and there is always watermelon there to try, right?
Yes,
Tell me about that.
Purdue Extension partners with us, and they are bringing, I think they said 13 different varieties of watermelons for us to sample this year. So we'll have all kinds of watermelon sampling at our booth, at our tent. So.
And that's always free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember in years past getting done with a race, and then it's like, you can try all these different different flavors, and
Which
there's
is
different
really refreshing.
colors.
Yes.
Right, like I've never seen like inside of a yellow watermelon, and ones that taste like totally different fruit. That's an interesting time, and then people kind of get to learn a little bit more about watermelons.
About the different varieties.
Yeah.
And so they'll kind of explain. I mean, as you taste, they can kind of explain the different varieties, and I think there's even an orange one this year. So that'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
What year is this of the Watermelon Festival?
I want to say 25.
It's 25.
25, yeah.
25
So that's
years.
a big year.
It is, yeah.
The history of the Watermelon Festival, you know, it kind of just celebrates our local culture. And I believe Knox County is number two in the country, right, for watermelon production. So
yeah, it is, and so that makes Knox County kind of unique, we think. And so, you know, we think the Watermelon Festival is sort of not only is it a celebration of the harvest and watermelon, but it's our uniqueness as a county, because being number 2 in production is pretty special.
Yeah, for the whole country. I mean, that's huge. And then there's also an antique tractor show, correct? And what time is that?
That's just kind of all day on Saturday. Okay. So is it Friday and Saturday?
They'll bring tractors down Friday evening, and then those will be available to look at, take pictures with all day Friday and Saturday.
Right, and I think that kind of plays into the agricultural, you know, celebration. You're celebrating the watermelons, but you're also celebrating the farmers and the people who put in all that work, and you know, that's a year-round process, and we get to enjoy them now, but they're working on it in the winter, and you know, planting and growing and picking and planning and all of that.
There's a lot to it that we don't.
Yes.
That if you're, unless you're a farmer, you don't know.
Right,
so,
right. But that's kind of a fun, you know, to get to see the tractors and things too.
For
kind
sure.
of, you're learning. Kids get the chance to learn about the agricultural
and
side.
there'll be some modern tractors, but there's also some older historic tractors that are kind of cool that are very unique that people probably haven't seen before. before. So
Okay. And you said the fun duns are Friday night, and they're playing for how long?
from 5 to 9, and they are bringing some of their other musically talented friends with them, so they'll kind of share the stage that night. We will have Kelsos is setting up the bar, so if you want to have a drink and come down and listen to music and grab something to eat, it'll be a good time.
Yeah. So what food do you have?
Oh gosh, we have about 35 vendors this year.
Wow.
So, and that's, I mean, it's food vendors, drink vendors, and, you know, craft vendors, things like that as well. So we're going to have a variety of things. So
Now that could be food. Are you having any food trucks, or are they
Yes.
all vendors? Mixture of both.
mixture of all the things, yeah.
And there's like local groups and fundraisers and things selling food as
Right.
well as the normal food trucks.
Yes.
And then what's the ending event? Does it all end with the Queen pageant? Is that kind of the grand finale?
Yeah, so the Miss Watermelon pageant starts at 3 p.m. and so as soon as that's over, then, you know, the food trucks will be around for a little bit, so you can grab another bite afterwards on your way out. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are the requirements for someone to be in the Miss Watermelon pageant?
Registration is still open right now, so if they wanted to register for Miss Watermelon, they can grab a registration form online. But we need your t-shirt size so that we can get your pageant t-shirt ready for you. As far as requirements go, I'm going to let Jackson handle that one too, because he's been handling the pageant for a long time.
The requirements, there's many different options of pageants that you can participate in, so we serve all ages. The baby toddler pageant is from infants all the way up until 5 years old, and then we have the Miss Tiny Teen, and that's from 5 until 18, and then the older pageant, that will be the Miss Watermelon pageant, and that comes with a $500 scholarship for the winner.
Oh, wow. Okay. And does that winner go on to any other pageants, or do they just kind of represent Knox County?
They represent Knox County, and there'll be certain events that they'll show up to and parades that they'll be a part of. So.
And that scholarship can go to wherever. And is this only for girls that are going into college then?
Yeah, so it's going to be around that high school age.
Okay.
Mostly graduating seniors that will
Graduating
participate
seniors.
and then get that scholarship.
Yeah, perfect. Anything else you guys want to add just about the festival? Anybody who's kind of looking at their schedule and thinking, you know, what am I going to do August 7th and 8th?
Definitely come down. It's going to be a great time. We do want to give a huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, Sparklight. Without them, none of it would be possible, and then all of our other participating sponsors. That it's just such a good event to like bring the community together, and without all of our business partners, it wouldn't be possible. So
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Jackson and Michelle, for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
We'll see you August 8th at the Watermelon Festival.